opportunities in the future, mitigate risks in that future, right? To harvest opportunities in the future and mitigate the risks that are going to come, where are the risks going to come from? From the macro environment. Where are the opportunities going to come from? The macro environment. And both of them are in the future. If you're going to harvest opportunities and mitigate risks, then there must be something now that you are doing, right? And what are you doing now? What will you be doing now? That's right. See, if you think about it, what you want to achieve in the future, those capabilities you must build now. So, capabilities that you must build now to harvest the future and mitigate the threats. And those capabilities will be in the area of technical skills, functional skills, and behavioral skills. No? Technical, functional, and behavioral skills. At the same time, you must have an organizational culture that encourages you to build these competencies and capabilities. An organizational culture that helps you build these capabilities and competencies. Capabilities and competencies. Therefore, these two have to be in harmony. There has to be a dissonance between what you want to develop for the future and the culture. For example, sometimes organizations will say, we must collaborate. We must all work together. We must develop each other. We must coach our subordinates. Collaboration is very important. But your performance management systems goes ahead and rewards individual performance, individual excellence. There is no weightage on group performance and group excellence. So at the culture level, the organization is encouraging individual performance. At a competency level, you want to build collaboration. To that extent, collaboration will be compromised as a capability in the organization. So you must have culture and you must have capabilities that you want to build. But that is not enough. Almost all organizations that I know of want to develop an aspect which I called a resourcefulness. Not resources. Not give me more resources so I can solve the problem, but you need to be resourceful so that with the minimum resources, a maximum amount of benefits to the organization. So to do that, then lead some resourcefulness as entrepreneurial orientation. Some organizations will call it ownership. You asking me for 3 more people, supposing this was your own very business, would you really hire 3 more people to do the job? Because if you treated it as the owner, if you behaved as the owner, you would say, no, we got to do it with one person more. So entrepreneurial orientation, resourcefulness, initiative, rather than leave something be, taking the initiative to do the thing, that is very central to preparing for the future. But how do you think this will get prepared in the present? You must look at what is external to the organization. What are the attributes of the macro environment? Is there change in the macro environment? Yes. Is the change slow or fast? Change is fast. Does the change have direction, or it can come from anywhere? It can come from anywhere. What else are the attributes of the environment, the macro environment? There's change, there's speed, competition, pardon? Uncertainty, unpredictability, uncertain, unpredictable change. These are the attributes of the macro environment. There's technology, there's obsolescence, no? There's new product development, new features to existing products. If all this is happening in the external environment, and this is going to only increase as you go forward in the external environment, this reality of the outside world, how will you make it connect with the reality of the inside of the organization?